Is it recording? Okay. Okay, guys, so we are going to talk today about setting in a historical fiction book, okay? We pre-taught a bunch of stuff. Remember, I asked you guys, first of all, about historical fiction. Tell me what I mean when I say historical fiction. What do I mean by that? What's special about historical fiction?
Historical fiction is when the setting is taking time in a real place,
Okay.
but with like fake characters that are made up.
Good, perfect. That's a perfect definition. So what I want to do today is I want to pay really close attention to setting, okay? Before we talk more about setting, describe this room for me.
Small.
This is a setting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's small. What else would you say about this room?
A lot of students.
A lot of students.
A lot of drawing.
What about when I ask you, how does it feel to be here?
Good.
Good. Be more specific. What is it like to be inside of this classroom?
It feels like that, like you're gonna learn something. Like
Okay.
you're like, okay, let me pay attention. I'm gonna learn something.
Okay. So, how does it feel to be inside of a busy restaurant?
Like stress.
Because you have to wait a long time.
Okay. Who feels stressed when you're inside of a busy restaurant?
I think the workers and you, because
Okay.
there's a bunch of people around.
Good. So why I asked you to do that is because the setting is not only what it looks like, where we are, the name of the city, the name of the building, the classroom number. The setting also includes how it feels to be there. Now, when you chose your novel, remember everyone got a different novel and you got to select your top 3 choices because we did a book preview. Ooh, let's turn it off. If I hear a phone go off again, I have to take it. We knew a little bit about our book going into it. So what did we know about our book when we selected it?
I knew that I was in the Holocaust.
Okay, so it's during the Holocaust. That's the historical time period, right? So can someone talk to me about what we learned the Holocaust is all about?
Basically, when parts of German were taken away, so Hitler wants to bring back German, I think.
Okay. Who is the victim in the Holocaust, Aaron? Who are our victim? The people that are mistreated. Do you remember what we call those people?
Nazis.
That's the people that are the bad guys. Starts with a J. Our main characters.
Emery, Ellen. What's Ellen?
Do you remember what we call them?
Jews.
The Jews, right? So the Holocaust was a really bad time for the Jews. So what I'm going to ask you to do is read for about 20 minutes. That should get you about a chapter or 2 into our book. While you're reading, I want you to pay attention to how the author describes the setting. And I want you to remember the setting isn't just what the city is called, but also how the characters feel being there. Because that all creates the setting and the tone of what it feels like to live in this place, okay? So 20 minutes of reading should get you to about chapter 1, chapter 2. And while you're reading, write down on this Post-it note some examples that the author shares about the setting of our story, okay? Let's get started. And yeah, if you guys want to, you can read, but we also have Learning Ally. So if Learning Ally and having it read to you works better, that's okay with me too, as long as we're writing down what the author is telling us about the setting. Okay? Push pause for now.